Hi guys, I'm sysadmin Aski. So in previous lecture we have created distributed switch and we had assigned the port group to the individual ESXi. In this video we are going to create a cluster and will enable an HA. HA is nothing but the high availability. So why we are using HA? So before starting the video, I'll show you what my infra and what things I'm going to use. So my first is this is the AD server, OS is Windows 2012 R2, host name is DC01 admin.local, IP address is 172.16.0.1, and I have an ISXV storage with the Windows 2012 R2. The host name is target storage admin.local and IP is 172.16.0.20, and I have a 3 ESXi. So ESXi 1 has the name ESXi 7.7-0.1.admin.local, and for this also this is admin.2. So I'll backspace. So I'll just okay. So it would not create any. So I'll just okay. So this is admin.local and this is my third. Okay, so this is my third host name. Host name is ESXi7-03 admin.local. IP address is 172.6.0.5 and 2 is a 16.0.4 and first is 16.0.3, and I have a vCenter 7 server with the OS is VMware Photon. Everyone knows who works on the VMware. If you don't know, then you should know the VMware has its own OS called Photon OS. Previously it was working with the Linux, but now it has its own OS called Photon OS, and the IP address of my infra is vCenter is 16.0.15 and the host name is admin.era.admin.local, and I'm using a subnet mask 255.255.0.0 and the gateway is 172.16.0.1. So come, I'll show you my whole infra to you. See, this is my DC01. So I'll show you. Just hold. Yes, this is my DC01 admin.local. This everything is done. The IP address is 172.16.0.1. If I'll show you for the other, my storage server. So this is my storage server. So I'll just have to log in first. Log in. VMware, one exclamatory. Okay, this is my computer name, target storage. For the ISXV storage, it is in domain admin.local. IP address is 16.0.20, 172.16.0.20. Then I'll show you other three. My ESXi. This is my first ESXi. This is my second ESXi. This is my second ESXi, and this is my third ESXi. So I have shown you my ESXi. Now come, I'll show you my vCenter server. So we'll go DC01, and I have taken the console of vCenter. So this is my vCenter. I click on my host name of the vCenter or my vCenter main. You can see this is the version 7.0. This is the build number 163.86.335, and I have last updated date will come here. When you update it, it's updated on 10th of July, and file-based backup has been scheduled. So I have scheduled for the night. So it's done. Now I'll tell you what is HA. HA is in high availability. In case if what is HA first? So HA is high availability. If one host machine is down, then whatever the virtual machine or any of the application working on that ESXi will get migrated to available ESXi. So high availability is used to protect your infra to be down. So how you can enable high availability? For enabling a high availability, you need a cluster because HA is always configured on the cluster, not on the host. When you create a cluster, there is an option of enabling high availability. So how high availability works? So when you create a cluster and add the host, and when you create a cluster and enable an HA, so inside the cluster, whoever ESXi host is available in the cluster will get automatically installed FDM agent. What is FDM agent? FDM agent is a fault domain manager. Is used to check is your ESXi working fine or not. So when you enable an HA, so FDM agent is installed. After that, the election process starts. Election process starts and it checks. And election process checks two things. First is mobility ID and second is storage ID. Storage, how much storage or how many virtual machines one ESXi has. If ESXi has more virtual machines, will be the master and other will be the slave. If condition occurs that two of the hosts having same storage or they are having same storage, so we'll check the mobility ID. Who has a less mobility ID, who has a more mobility ID will be the master and other will be the slave. So after the election process, master and slave become. So now after the master slave, master checks the availability. So master checks availability on the two parts. One is a data store heartbeat and second is a network heartbeat. If any one of the heartbeats not acknowledged by the master host, then it thinks that host is not alive and it migrates all the virtual machines to or all the running application to the other available host and restart. So like this process happens. So we'll go and we'll create a cluster. For creating a cluster, just click on the data center and then right click. We'll come on to summary. So we'll come to know this is our data center. So we'll right click and we'll create on cluster. So I'll create a cluster. So cluster. So I'll give the name as a cluster is a cluster admin. This is the name of the cluster. And here you have the options of enabling HA, DRS and the vSAN. So we are not going for the vSAN, and for the DRS I'll show you in the next video. I'll tell you about the DRS everything. So now we are thinking of HA. So we have done. So we'll just select HA. HA is enabled. We'll do OK. So now cluster has created. So it will replicate here first. See, cluster has been created. Now what we do, we want to add all the ESXi into the cluster to work the HA, because HA always works on the cluster. So we have to add 3 of the hosts to the cluster. So how? Just right click on the cluster and just hold. Right click. There is an option of move. You can move. So yes, this is the move option. Move. So we'll have to wait the move option comes. So instead of moving, just what do we just start and drag and drop. So after drag and drop, this host will get added to the cluster. So you can see one host is added. So see, this host is added. We'll go for the second one, drag and drop, and then we'll go for the third one to add. So you can see we have added all the three hosts on the cluster. Now you can see configuring vSphere HA. vSphere HA has been started. So I'll show you the process. So if I'll select on this, we'll go to the summary, and if you see, I'll just make it drop, and if I'll drop down here, yes, see, vSphere HA state is uninitialized. So if I'll go to this, the election, see, election has been started, is uninitialized, and HA is election started. So if you will go for the second one also, here also will show is running. This is the master. Now what he's saying, the vSphere HA is a master, HA 0.4 is a master, and this is slave. So we'll just come to this and we'll check and we'll refresh it once. For this, what we'll do, we'll just log out once and we'll log in. So we'll go and we'll log out. So we'll wait and we'll log in again. Okay, we'll just click on username, local, and then password. Sometime after the configuration, you have to log in and log out your machine. So the errors will go. The error will go. Sometimes it needs log out and log in. So it will get everything initialized. Logged in. So we are logged in. Still we are having the error, the number of vSphere. It doesn't mean because we have the RSS storage and could have some issue. So we'll check the vSphere HA heartbeat data stored for this. But HA is configured. So now you can see HA is configured on it. So if one of the hosts goes down, the virtual machine will go on the second second host and it will get restarted. So for this video we'll end here, and we have what we did, we had created cluster, we added the host into the cluster, and then we have configured the HA. I explained you what is HA, how HA works, and else in the next video I'll show you how you can configure an TRS. So just be in tune, and please